good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And happy, magnificent, marvelous, manifesting Monday. Y'all, I'm really trying to improve my life and make it more fulfilling. I just dropped my grandbabies off, and I'm off from my other job on Mondays and Fridays. So I just dropped my grandbabies off. I had to take one of my grandbabies to get a physical before I dropped her off for school. I am a grandmother of 4 beautiful babies. And 2 of them are special needs. They're on the spectrum. And so I moved here. I'm originally from Cali. I'm a Cali girl, originally. But for the past several years, before I moved here to Florida, I was living in Atlanta, Georgia, for like the past 12, 13 years. But I moved to Florida to be closer to my daughter and to be of assistance with her, with my grandbabies. And I was just ready for a change, too. Change of scenery, it wasn't anything in Atlanta that was tying me there. I still have 2 grown sons that live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I also have another son. I have 4 children. It's really kind of ironic. I have 3 sons and 1 daughter. My youngest 2, they're fraternal twins, boy and a girl. And then I have 3 grandsons and 1 granddaughter. I thought that was kind of like trippy, kind of ironic. Yeah, I'm just kind of rambling because I'm really trying to get out of my own way as far as being a small content creator, because I am semi-retired. So I am trying to create other different streams of income. But I have to say I get in my way a lot. I get in my way a lot. And I'm really working on that. I don't know how to explain this. Other people make it seem so easy, other content creators and things like that. They make it seem so easy, but it's really not that easy. Well, maybe it is for them, but me being a person that has certain obstacles, that deal with mental health, ADHD, trauma, and I tend, and I have social anxiety. I can be very social, but to be honest with you, I am so good with being in my own company. I love the quietness, the peacefulness. I love my own company. I really do. Like traveling, solo traveling, going out to eat, just chilling by myself. I am completely comfortable with that. Although I do know how to socialize, but if I had it my way, yeah, I would be doing something by myself. I've just been that way my whole life. I've never been the really big social butterfly. Like I said, I consider myself an ambivert. Now, ambivert is, an ambivert is someone that is a combination of extrovert and introvert. but I lean more towards being an introvert. And so with me being an introvert, it's kind of out of my comfort zone, to be honest with you, being a content creator. Because being a content creator, that means you have to be vulnerable and putting yourself out there for people to criticize and pick you apart and things like that. That just goes with the territory, because I've had a few of, not a lot, but a couple of people that, well, really, I guess they didn't have anything better to do than to be negative towards me. There's trolls. That's just goes with the territory. But just putting myself out there and being vulnerable is not the easiest thing to do, especially if you're the type of person like me. I'm all about positivity and things like that. And my thing is, I'm in the process of, like I said, evolving into my best version of myself. And that means not letting everything get my goat. Because although I'm a very sweet and kind and loving and generous person, I don't take no sugar honey iced tea from nobody. I don't. I absolutely do not. But everything does not deserve or require a clap back, if you will. A clap back. Everything does not deserve that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm on my journey to evolve into my best version of myself. And that's what I love about butterflies. I am completely obsessed with butterflies. I mean, what it means metamorphically, butterfly goes through a metamorphosis. You know, it starts off as this not so attractive caterpillar. Okay, it spins itself into a cocoon, and it comes out this beautiful, vibrant color creation that God made, like a masterpiece, just beautiful, like a piece of art. And that's what I equate myself to. You know, I'm still going through my metamorphosis. Starting off as that not so attractive. I don't want to say ugly. I try to keep away from saying things negative, because everything is beautiful. Everybody is beautiful in their own right. You know what I mean? But the caterpillar is really not that attractive in the beginning. And that's how I used to feel about myself. I had a very, very, very scary low self-esteem of myself. I mean, the fact of how I felt about myself and viewed myself. And sometimes I look back on that and I wonder, how could I have felt that way about myself? Because I've come a long way. You know, I still have a ways to go. Trust me, you know. By way of my faith and therapy, you know, has really, really helped me out to understand myself a lot better, and why I feel the way I feel about things, or did feel about things. And so I'm evolving. I'm going through my metamorphosis right now, you know, and I am in the process of loving that little girl, the inner little girl, and healing the little inner girl within me. just talking, y'all. I'm talking as if I'm talking to my best friend, because honestly I do. I talk to myself a lot, I'm in that way where I used to talk to myself, but I used to talk down to myself. I used to pick myself apart, beat myself up, literally. I mean, seriously. Like, I would just be in the mirror, and a lot of times I couldn't even look in the mirror without crying, because I just felt so hideous, you know. And I can't for the life of me. I kind of know why I feel that way, but in a way I don't. Because physically, I know I'm not an ugly person. I definitely know my inner beauty is gorgeous. It's like gal wow. Like, wow, you're gorgeous. And that's another thing you're going to learn about me too. I come up with all kind of words. Gal wow. Gorgeous. Wow, you're gorgeous. That's gal wow. I mean, that's just me. I'm different. And it took a long time for me to learn to embrace myself and be different and be unique. I used to feel like such a misfit, and to an extent I still feel like a misfit, you know what I mean, but in a good way. You know, I used to try to blend in and be like other people, but I was really, really unhappy. Really, really unhappy, you know, because I really wasn't being authentic and genuine. No matter if I was being, what's the word? I don't want to say weird. I can't think of the word. But it'll come to me. But I'm just me. I'm just me, you know. I wish no harm to anyone. I want the best for everyone. But everyone doesn't want the best, you know, for other people. I don't know why. But I've never been the type of person that wishes harm on anyone. And I don't care what I've been through. I always still remain that person. And I used to hate that I was that way. And I try being cold-hearted and stuff like that. It's just not in me, you know. I'm not a cold-hearted person. But I had to learn to stick up for myself, because for a long time I was very silent. I didn't like confrontation, and still don't like confrontation. But the thing about the difference between then and now, even though I don't like confrontation now, I will head it. I will be face to face with it. Whereas I used to shy away from it, you know. I was very timid. I think everybody has different sides to them, different layers, like an onion, you know what I mean? There's different layers to all of us. And I'm just trying to find that balance. Like, I'm no longer a doormat, because I used to feel like a straight up doormat. A yes person, because I wanted to fit in. But I was very unhappy. So I'm on my journey to really explore myself and learn myself. Reinvent myself. And know my worth and my value. Because so much of my life I didn't know my value. I didn't know my worth. And I'm still learning. And again, I'm rambling on. But I just kind of wanted to come on and just talk talk, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out of my head and just share more. I mean, I think it takes strength to be vulnerable. It takes a lot of strength to be vulnerable. And I'm a very transparent person. And I just want to be happy, you know. I just want to have peace in my life and be happy and be fulfilled. And I want the same for everyone, all of you. But I'm getting ready to pull into this store and go do a little dilly-dallying. And that's it. That's all. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Magnificent, manifesting Monday. I love you guys. Mwah.